has our forecast. Looks pretty nice at Bud Light here. People are out enjoying.
Yeah, Spring Point.
Spring Point?
Yeah, it actually turned really quickly. We ended up with a lot of sun all of a sudden and went for a nice day. I think in a lot of spots we got some cloud cover into the mid-coast and down east Maine, but a lot of us over western Maine have cleared out. And then we have a round of showers back to the west. You know, I was saying just a few minutes ago that we're going to have chances of showers around today and again tomorrow. But are we going to get all that much rain? I don't think we are. You can see a couple of showers moving through the Champlain Valley on the way to the Northeast Kingdom, and those will eventually get into the mountains here as a couple of sprinkles. And there may be some showers right now over parts of down East Maine. I say maybe because Gray's radar has been out for a couple of days, so we've actually got a little bit of a hole here where we can't see very well what's going on with the radar. There's obviously no rain over western Maine because it's sunny. Temperatures right now in the mid-60s, and that's about average high for this time of the year. So we'll exceed that over the next few hours, probably a few low 70s out there by later on this afternoon. It will be nice and pleasant, and you can see this model has a bunch of 70s here at 2, 3 o'clock. You know, as you get to late September, your high is going to be earlier and earlier. So during the summer, 3:30, your high temperature might be. This time of the year, 2:30 maybe at the latest, and then you start going back down into the 50s and 40s. Overnight tonight, partly cloudy with an isolated sprinkle, and tomorrow we'll see a mixture of sun and clouds as a front drives through, and an isolated shower is possible there too, although I don't think there'll be too many of them around. Then we usher in a dry air mass for Thursday. Cooler but pleasant, and that continues into Friday too. It's just about this front, but the front again not that strong tomorrow, and then it gets a little coolish. I think Thursday morning you'll feel that, but we stay nice and bright Thursday afternoon into Friday, and then we turn our attention, of course, to the south to see what Ian is doing. Let's have a look at Ian. Now close enough that we can pick it up on the radar coming out of Miami. The storm is just moving out of Cuba right now, and it is a good-looking storm system, which is a bad thing, right? But good-looking as far as generally good symmetry. There's probably more moisture to the south that we just can't see on the radar here. Obviously, well-defined eye wall, and notice it's not really moving all that fast. So those are all bad things when you think about development here over the next 24 hours as it moves off to the north. So the latest models are about the same compared to yesterday, with one slight tweak. It wobbled, the path did, just a tiny bit to the east. I don't see a way in which the west coast of Florida doesn't have a big problem with this storm, but a little wobble to the east and south could help a place like Tampa, for example, with wind direction and intensity of storm surge. But now the focus is probably just to their south. So this is Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday night, and it stalls there for a while. As far as we're concerned, it looks like it's going to get pushed by this ridge that's protecting us over the weekend, and we're not likely to see really any precipitation from it. If we do, it's a couple of showers maybe on Tuesday. So big problem for Florida, not a big problem for Maine. Nice pattern, a little coolish Thursday. Friday looks good. Temperatures in the mid-60s. Really nice on Saturday, 70 with some sun. Plus it's a weekend, so it gets extra points for that. We get probably a little bit of a backdoor cold front on Sunday, which could drop us down into the 60s. But I think for the first weekend of October, is that right? Yeah. Can't do much better than that. And obviously, Amanda will keep an eye on Ian, knowing a lot of people in Maine have connections down there.
For sure, we will. Thank you, Keith.